The grant of arms was given to me to symbolize exactly what I represent during my lifetime. The dragon represents my Chinese heritage, and it's very specific for Chinese, a very good luck sign, and it's a very powerful sign. I was born in Hong Kong in 1935. We came over to Canada, and we had a wonderful experience with everyone here who treated us extremely kindly. And I had a wonderful experience with schooling, shedding off my Chinese language and adopting English to the point where I've forgotten a lot of my Chinese. We see an open book. That is symbolic of a higher education. On either side of the book are two round white circles. Those represent photographic lenses. During public school, I developed a great interest in photography. In fact, my first camera was a small 8mm movie camera when I was age 11. I went on to scale building, which is very articulate crafting of model airplanes, replicas of the real thing. And these took hundreds of hours to put together. The dragon is holding on to a staff, and the staff has a snake or serpent coiled around it. And this is a sign of Asclepius, which is a medical symbol. I applied for a position at the Scarborough Hospital, which was then Scarborough General Hospital, particularly because it had a burn unit. Because during my years as a resident, I did get a Master of Science in surgery, which was very much desired by the university and the hospital, and I did my research in burns.
I was a patient of Dr. Poy's a long time ago, and I was in an accident at a summer camp, and I was badly scalded, and I was rushed to Scarborough General Hospital. At the time, it had the best burn unit, the only burn unit in Canada. And I received excellent care there for 2 long, difficult months of my life. In dealing with plastic surgery, whether it be cosmetic surgery, or whether it be reconstructive surgery, severe trauma, you have to empathize, not sympathize necessarily, but empathize with them. Feel what they are feeling, experience what they're experiencing, and that will help guide you through how to rehabilitate the patient. Because rehabilitation starts from the time of injury, particularly, or time of meeting with the patient. And your words are very important in recovery. You go along with them, you take them through every experience that is negative. And if they have faith in you, they'll develop a strength that will ride them through whatever emotional trauma or physical trauma that they're experiencing. I remember distinctly, I was 5 years old and I knew I wanted to be a doctor. But going through the experience of being a patient first, and as a child especially, I relied tremendously on my relationship with Dr. Poy as a patient-physician relationship. It became a model, a template for my own relationships with patients later on. Since there were only 2 plastic surgeons when I started with Dr. Carlson, and we had the greatest number of trauma cases, I was rarely home. We're so busy. And it's very trying on surgeons, particularly in trauma, to have a family, to be close enough that you can enjoy time with them and time with you. So it's a great personal sacrifice, but it's such rewarding work that was worth every minute of it.
I think Dr. Poy is a rare individual because he genuinely likes people. And I think this is an extremely valuable quality in a surgeon, because having surgery is very scary. You know, whether it's a minor procedure or a major one, it's your body, and that's the only body you have, and you're putting yourself in this person's hands. You have to trust them.
The 2 medals hanging at the bottom of the crest represent my honors that were awarded to me. The one on the left is the Officer of the Order of Canada Award, and the one to its side is the St. John's Ambulance Cross. I'm an Officer of the Order of St. John. Because I feel very strongly about leadership in any walk of life, leadership skills are learned, and particularly in the Army. And I mention the Army because I became part of it unwittingly when I was asked one day to become an honorary lieutenant colonel and subsequently Honorary Colonel of the Queen's York Rangers 1st American Regiment. They're a reservist unit that is the oldest in Canada, and I was extremely delighted and privileged to serve in that role. The inscription says, Spiritatutus mortalitatem transcendit, which translated means spirituality transcends mortality. And this is my motto in life. As I was nearing my 28th year of practice, I thought, as I did originally, even in my formative years, that there was so much more in life to do. And since I was getting on in years, and I felt I had contributed to everything I could at our hospital and to the plastic surgery community and to also the community of our city, I thought it was time to say goodbye to my surgical practice, ready to move on to other endeavors. I miss the hospital very, very much. And people ask me, do I dream about surgery? I certainly do. But fortunately, everything proceeds along well without any problems, and that's a real dream.